this is going to be an epic new moon, one that you're going to want to pay attention to because it's going to be guiding us and opening up the energy for Saturn to enter, where he will stay for 2.5 to 3 years. Welcome back, my holistic soul sisters and my soul brothers. It's me, Mandy Rose, your relational astrologer. In today's video, it's all about the new moon in Pisces. So we're going to dive in this video, everything that you need to know about a Pisces new moon, what you should be manifesting or setting intentions around. That's what new moons are about. We're going to talk specifically about this one happening in 2023 and what the other planets are up to at the time in the sky of this new moon. And like I do with all my new and full moon videos, I'm going to give you some rituals or activities that you can do around this new moon in Pisces to maximize the energy. So let's get right into it, starting out with the basics. This new moon in Pisces is happening on February 20th, 2023 at 2:06 a.m. And that is happening at 1 degrees of Pisces. Now, something to understand about Pisces energy is it's the last zodiac sign. Everything starts over when it gets to Aries. So Pisces being the zodiac sign of endings, of clearing, of releasing, of letting go. And it's the final new moon of 6 at 1 degrees. So we get a huge new opportunity right now, new moons, new beginnings, to step into a new chapter that is free of all the things that we've been holding on to, free of the things that we've been needing to declutter and remove from our lives. And so this new moon is going to be coming with a lot of energy that might be emotional, but it's a new beginning, a new start. And by the time we get to Aries season in the middle of March for our next new moon, which is a new moon in Aries happening on the astrological new year, it's the spring solstice. It's going to really be kicking off some fiery, intense, opportunistic, exciting energy. Before that happens though in March, we're going to have to deal with this new moon in Pisces, which is going to be the opportunity to step into a release and to make space. Pisces is a water element and it is all about the emotions. And I always say the water energy of Pisces is equivalent to a good downpour rain shower. You know when it rains really, really hard and if you go outside, it kind of hurts as it hits you, but it almost feels so good because it's washing away everything that no longer serves. So this is the energy you're going to feel as the sun moves through the zodiac sign of Pisces over the next 30 days. So as we dive deeper into this new moon in Pisces, let's understand Pisces energy. We have a new moon in Pisces every single year. And every single year when this new moon comes up, it's going to be an opportunity to look at our intuition and our spirituality. Pisces rules over these areas of our life. Pisces rules over the metaphysical space, the energetic world. So that is the connection to the divine, your connection to God, your spirituality, your religion. It's also our energetic body. So that's going to be our chakras, our aura, our belief systems, right? All of those ethereal kind of can't put your finger on it, but you know it exists kind of energy. That's what Pisces rules over. In addition, Pisces rules over our subconscious. So it's our belief systems, more specifically our self-limiting beliefs. Where are we blocking ourselves? Where are we sabotaging ourselves? Where are we in a victim mentality? What are these stories you tell yourself? That is the Pisces area of life that we're going to have to address at this new moon, that we're going to set new at this time, that we are going to really begin a chapter where we can go into the next journey of our life with less, right? We're releasing with Pisces. We're letting go with Pisces. Where are you letting go of some self-limiting beliefs that are preventing you from stepping into this new opportunity, this new energy in the Pisces area of your life? In addition to that, Pisces rules all things behind the scenes. So this is really a new moon for you to set some new intentions on something that you're working on that maybe you haven't launched yet. Maybe you haven't shared it with people. Maybe it's just a dream or a passion project or something that's been up in your mind, but you haven't really announced it yet. So this new moon is going to give you a new boost, a new opportunity to kind of solidify that and to get ready to, in Aries season, launch it and bring it to fruition. Pisces also rules over our intuition. It's a water energy, so it's very empathic, very sensitive, very emotional, and that really has to do with our own inner compass, our own intuition, our own guidance system. So at this new moon, this might be a great time for you to sit down and really set some new intentions around your day-to-day connection to your intuition. Are you feeling a little shaky? Like maybe you don't know if it's your intuition or it's your fears, or maybe you are too busy in your schedule and you need to release or close some chapters or let some things go to create space in your life to work on your intuition, to practice your intuition. So that could be through oracle cards, that could be through a pendulum, that could be through prayer or journaling or meditation. Pisces rules over our spirituality, so you may be stepping more into a new spiritual path at this time. You might be called to talk to your angels or your guides. You might be called to go to church more. You might be called to kind of dive into this behind the scenes journey of your mind, right? That's all the things that Pisces rules. So this new moon in Pisces happens every single year. It's a new opportunity to focus on these areas of life and to really set new intentions around them. In addition to that, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And at the time of this new moon, Neptune is at home in Pisces. So the last new moons we've had in Pisces for the last couple years, Neptune's been at home here, and he's still going to be here for another couple years. So that means with the landlord being here, we are able to dream bigger. We are able to fantasize. We're able to be more romantic, more creative, more dreamy at the time of this new moon. And we'll talk more about that when we get into the specifics, but just know at this time with Neptune being in this energy, we're going to be able to dream a little bit bigger. We're going to be able to really see our manifestations clear. We're going to be able to have this rose-colored glasses opportunity to look at this new moon and really set intentions that might be larger than life. So that's a really cool energy to embrace during this Pisces new moon. Now, when we have a new moon in Pisces every year, this is going to be when the veil is really thin because we have the sun here and the moon here. And what makes it a new moon is when they're conjunct in the sky. And knowing that this energy is the new reset of this area of life, and it rules over our spirituality, we're going to energetically be able to connect to the divine, to God, to source, to our spirit guides, our angels, even more clearer at this time. So, really feeling that energy, taking time and space around this new moon to practice your spirituality, to practice your energetic body, to heal your chakras, to increase your vibration is really powerful around a new moon in Pisces. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and grab your birth chart and you're going to want to see where Pisces falls for you. Depending on your rising sign, Pisces rules a specific area of your life. In that area of life, you're going to be able to set some new dreams, some new intentions, some new manifestations. You're going to be able to bring about a new energy that is going to allow you to kind of reset this place and to increase the vibration of it. And if you have your 2023 Astrology Retrograde Journal, you're going to open up to page 21, which is the new moon in Pisces page. So on there, make sure you fill out your journal prompts. You'll see the new moon ritual I listed out here in detail for you, and it has the crystals, the herbs, and the chakra that you can heal around this new moon. So go ahead for more information on the new moon in Pisces in the retrograde journal. And with that, I'd love to dive into the specifics of this new moon in Pisces happening in 2023. So let's go ahead and pull up the chart here. Of course, we always locate the moon and the sun first and foremost. We can see it here at 1 degrees of Pisces. Pisces is the final zodiac sign. We see it here in the chart. It is number 12, and we reset when we get to Aries season. So we are very close to the sun, starting out the astrological new year in just 1 month from this new moon. So as any planet travels through Pisces, it is preparing for a reset. So as the sun through Pisces season, at the time of this new moon, it's just kicked off because the sun is at 1 degrees. We have an entire 30 days of embracing Pisces energy. So embracing our spirituality, embracing our empathic abilities, embracing our subconscious and our self-limiting beliefs, embracing the ethereal world, right? Our dreams and our visions and our manifestations, healing our chakras, dealing with our aura, all those things I mentioned, we're going to be able to tap into for the entire Pisces season. But now with this new moon here, the moon is also going to help with this energetic reset. As we clear and purge, you might cry a whole lot at this time because you can see not only is the sun in the moon in Pisces, we also have Neptune in Venus in Pisces. So we have 4 energies all in this 12th final house of the astrology. And Venus and Neptune are at the tail end of Pisces, whereas the sun and the moon are at 1 degree at the beginning of Pisces. So this energy is spread out, which just kind of maximizes it even more. And we're going to break down what the Neptune and Venus energy is bringing to this new moon in just a moment. But remembering that Pisces energy is all about clearing, purging, ending, releasing, and letting go to make new space. And this is a new moon, so we are making new space by finally letting go. I call Pisces the Jesus-like energy, so it comes with a compassion and empathy, and most importantly, forgiveness. It is an emotional energy, so you may be clearing and purging a lot of emotions. They might be coming up. So a lot of old stuff that you didn't think was relevant can be coming up at the time of this new moon. You have a lot of energy in Pisces right now. And we're in Pisces season. So this is a season, as you probably read in your astrology journal, of tears. Happy tears, sad tears, fearful tears. We are just releasing and letting go. Now, the ruler of this new moon, like I mentioned, is Neptune. And Neptune is at home here in Pisces. So he is going to be supporting this new beginning, this new reset in our spirituality, with our emotions, in the areas of life that we're needing to kind of cleanse out to make space for the new. And he's going to be bringing with it a lot of illusion and fantasy and dreaming. And so if you're just feeling like more creative, more romantic, more wanting to tap into like energetic healing and manifestation and playing in the metaphysical, this is a great energy to do it under. If you are an artist and you like to paint or draw, or you're a musician and you're trying to write a new piece, if you are a videographer or a content creator where you need to tap into your creativity, this is a great energy at the time of this new moon because you're going to be setting new ideas into motion. You're going to be coming up with new creative dreams, new creative ways and projects of launching into the world. Now, remembering, when we have the new moon in Aries next month, on the astrological new year, on March 20th, that is the new moon where new beginnings happen. That is the kickoff energy of all this stuff in Pisces, all your dreams, all your desires, all your creativity, all of that is going to be like time to go. Go time, just do it, just launch it. But embrace the next 30 days as this new moon moves into the Aries season next month. So we have about 30 days to really work with this energy. Now, Neptune, like I mentioned, is conjunct Venus. So Venus brings with it love, right? It is the feminine energy. So it's all about what we value, what we love, what we find pleasure in, how we create more beauty in our life. So at the time of this new moon, as we're setting new intentions, as we're being more creative, as we're tapping into our energetic body, as we're connecting to the divine, Venus is going to bring the attraction, right? She attracts things to her. She brings in beautiful things. She makes her life more beautiful. And Venus in Pisces is exalted. She loves to be here. She's only been here a very short amount of time. And you can see at the time of this new moon, she is at 29 degrees. So she is sticking around just for this new moon in Pisces, giving us this energy to make this area of our life more beautiful. And then the next day, she moves on. She's moving into Aries, which is a totally different energy. When Venus moves into Aries, it's like literally the energy of a boss babe. Like feminine, but like taking names, kicking butt, doing all the things. And she's going to move into that energy after this new moon. So that's a sign that she is here to bring more beauty into the Pisces area of our life, to bring more attraction and abundance as we tap into our divine, as we heal our chakras, as we align our vibration, as we create a more structured spiritual practice and really, again, clear things out of our life. She is here in full support of that, saying, hey, you know what? If we cleanse and purge and release and make more space, it's going to be more beautiful because she's bringing that value, beauty, and pleasure to this area of life. Now, something else we can see here in the chart is that Saturn is very close at the time of this new moon to moving into Pisces. So this is one of the biggest transits of 2023. Saturn leaving Aquarius and moving into Pisces after 2.5 years. He entered Aquarius in December of 2020. So he is going to be moving into Pisces on March 7th, which is very soon. This new moon in Pisces, as every day that moon starts growing in light, if you go outside on this date, on February 20th, you're not gonna be able to see the moon, right? It's blocked out by the sun, it is a new moon. And every day that's gonna get brighter and brighter as we lead up to the full moon in Virgo, happening on March 7th. So when this new moon becomes full on March 7th, that is the exact same day that Saturn is moving into Pisces. So that is a huge important thing to note at the time of this new moon, that Saturn is in his tail end of the neighboring zodiac sign. So he is in a conjunction to this new moon, but we call it an out of sign conjunction. So he's within 3 degrees of this new moon, but he's in a different zodiac sign. So he's saying, hey, new moon, you're gonna have new beginnings, right? This energy in Pisces, wherever that falls in your birth chart, this is a time to set new intentions, to dream bigger, to expand your consciousness, to visualize and manifest and have more romance and have more pleasure and do all the things that we mentioned. And Saturn's like, set the stage for me to come in. And when Saturn moves into Pisces, he brings those manifestations, those dreams, the connection to the divine to our reality. He is the planet that brings the ideas to fruition. He's going to be like, all right, you want to manifest this? Now let's do the work to make it happen. That's your dream. Let's build some structure around that. Let's create a foundation. And I made an entire video on Saturn in Pisces and what we can expect. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel because I'll be releasing that video in the next few days. And this is the opening scene. Like this Pisces area of our life, we're going to set this new beginning at this new moon, and Saturn in just 2 weeks is going to enter for 2.5 years. So it's really cool that he's here, and he's going to be bringing the seriousness, the discipline, the rules, the structure, the commitments, the boundaries that we're going to need to be able to make all of our dreams come true, to make all of our illusions and fantasy a reality, to take all those behind the scenes projects that I mentioned earlier that you're working on and do something with them. So this is a really exciting energy. It's all shifting and changing for us. And then, like I said, we get to the astrological new year at the following new moon, and that is some major, major energy. And Aries is where Jupiter is currently. Now, I said Neptune is the landlord of Pisces, but there's actually 2 landlords. They split it. Neptune and Jupiter. So Jupiter, being the second ruler of this new moon, is already in Aries, is already expanding, bringing blessing, opportunity, luck, and growth to that area of our life that's going to be the new, right? Pisces, the final zodiac sign, Aries, the new reset. So this is already opening up what's going to happen for us next month. March is a huge month in the astrology. Not only is Saturn moving into a new zodiac sign, we have Pluto after 15 years moving into a new zodiac sign. We've got the new moon in Aries on the astrological new year, the spring solstice. We have Jupiter in Aries. We're going to have the eclipses starting in Aries in April. So this is just a huge opportunity of this new moon to sit down, to evaluate what's got to go, how do you clear space, how do you tap into your intuition? How do you connect to the divine, your spirituality, get structure around it, get more discipline? Saturn's supporting it from Aquarius, saying, all right, if you want your manifestations, we're going to have to do the work. If you want to tap in your intuition, you're going to have to take time and space in your day, clear out room in your schedule to tap in, to journal, to meditate, whatever you got to do, because big things are going to happen for us in March. And as we look at the chart here, the only other thing I kind of want to bring up on this topic is Mars in a trine with Mercury. Trines are harmonious aspects, so they are supporting this new moon. You have Mars, which is our passion, our stamina, our chi, our life force, He's still in the zodiac sign of Gemini. We've been talking about this since August of 2020. And know that next month in March, he is also finally moving out of the zodiac sign after 7 months of being stuck in Gemini. So at the time of this new moon, this is our last chance to really embrace this Mars in Gemini, which is mental stimulation, which is about being creative and coming up with ideas and strategizing and game planning and getting all the facts and figuring things out. And we may be feeling a little foggy, a little hazy, a little unclear, a little all over the place. But at the time of this new moon, we're going to be able to kind of sit down and allow ourselves to kind of come up with all the possibilities, to kind of look outside of the box, because Mars is in that trine with Mercury. And Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is the way that we are thinking. And Mercury's in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the problem solving, the innovator, the genius, the think outside the box kind of energy. So we have Mercury at this time thinking outside of the box, trying to come up with unconventional ways, new ways to do things, in a harmonious aspect and a good conversation with Mars and Gemini saying, hey, like, let's come up with all the ideas, let's get all the facts, let's figure it out at the time of this new moon, where we are trying to tap into our energy, our intuition, and all of the Pisces energy that we talked about. So it's a great new moon, a lot of cool new energy, and I hope you tap in and make space in your life around the time of this new moon to really embrace the energy of the divine, of the romance of life, of your creativity, and all the magic that this new moon is offering you before we run into the astrological new year. So I'm going to wrap up this video by giving you some ideas and rituals and activities that you can do around the time of this new moon to maximize this energy. Also know that when there's a new moon, you can do these rituals and activities 3 days before up to 3 days after. That is about the time frame that this new moon is potent. The days after the new moon, as that new moon is exact at 2:06 a.m., taking the day after or the couple days after as that moon starts to grow is when you can really put your intentions and manifestations into it and see it start growing in light. So keep that in mind if you're seeing this video after February 20th. You can still do some of these activities. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and that you probably should do around this new moon in Pisces, is to do a saltwater bath or some sort of cleansing ritual. Because Pisces is such a sensitive, empathic energy, we can kind of get wrapped up into the energy of the world, the energy of our partner. We can merge energies. We can kind of feel things that other people feel. You may have taken on a lot of negative energy from the people around you. Maybe you work in a job where people come and vent to you and you take it home. So new moon in Pisces, we got to start fresh with our own energy and wash away anything that doesn't belong to you. So I love doing a good saltwater bath, putting Epsom salt in my bath water, some essential oils like rosehip or lavender or frankincense. Those are all very spiritual and high vibration oils, and just kind of clearing and cleansing what doesn't belong to me. If you live near the ocean, go jump in the ocean or put your feet in the ocean. If you don't have a bathtub, honestly, just soaking your feet in some salt water, some Epsom salt, is going to be just as cleansing and healing. So I would absolutely start with that. Again, this is just the beginning of Pisces season at the time of this new moon. So we're going to have an entire month where you're going to have to clear your energy and reset as we're all feeling a little bit more sensitive. The second thing I would do around this new moon in Pisces is, again, tap into your intuition. Do some work with your spirituality. So if that is going to be doing a prayer ritual, so starting out, it's a new moon, it's a new beginning, starting out a new prayer process. Do you want to pray every night, maybe before you go to bed? Maybe you want to write out your prayers. So maybe you're needing to recommit to your prayer ritual. Maybe you're needing to recommit new moon to pulling oracle cards, something you've never tried before. Maybe it's going to see a healer. Maybe it is tapping into journaling, or whatever you need to start a new ritual around your spirituality. I would do that at the time of this new moon to really launch that into your life and to make a sacred space around that, especially as we move into next month with all this new energy. You're going to want to have something that grounds you and guides you and brings you back to your center, so you can make decisions based on your intuition and not on logic or chaos or the shoulds of life, but rather what's truly in your heart. The final thing I would do around the time of this new moon is, because Pisces rules over addiction and self-sabotage and limiting beliefs, I would definitely start doing some work around addressing these areas in life. Because this is a new moon, it's an opportunity to to set new intentions. So are you misusing something in your life, whether it's drugs, alcohol, shopping, whatever? It could even be like food, in the sense of like using food as a crutch. Pisces deals with addiction and self-sabotage because it can't face reality. The energy is too much. And this new moon is going to give us an opportunity to really kind of set a new intention in this area of our life. So if there are some brain training, some reprogramming, some subconscious mental health, spiritual or energetic beliefs that you're going to have to like reset at this time, this is a beautiful energy to do it under. It's going to be supportive, it's going to be empathic, it's going to be sensitive, you're going to feel more open to it. Again, you're going to feel more aligned and connected to the divine. And so addressing these areas of life that can be very hard to face, you're going to have an amazing opportunity. And again, Venus is here in the sky in 2023, so she's going to be bringing in beauty and pleasure and more enjoyment to this area of your life as you remove and cleanse these addictive and self-sabotaging behaviors. So that could be reading a book, listening to a podcast, talking to a therapist, just slowly addressing your addictions, your self-sabotage. Where are you escaping? Where are you not wanting to face things? Where are you using different things in your life as a crutch that is blocking you from moving into the next chapter of your life? Your dreams, your passions, your visions, your manifestations. Oftentimes we're the ones blocking these things from coming in, and this is the opportunity at this new moon to address them, since Saturn is close by. So as a relational astrologer, I'm going to leave you with some words of wisdom of how you can have better relationships at this new moon in Pisces, and that is going to be really stepping into the Jesus-like energy that Pisces embodies. So Saturn is going to be entering here, like I said, on March 7th for 2.5 years, and he's going to be teaching you a lot of lessons on how to be more compassionate, more empathic, more forgiving, all those Jesus-like qualities. So this is a good time at the new moon to practice being those things. The energy is going to be more potent. So where do you need to forgive and let go, right? Pisces, clearing, cleansing, purging, and releasing. Where do you need to do a new forgiveness for somebody, right? And how can you be more compassionate and understanding that they're on their own journey? And you can love people unconditionally, Pisces energy, but it can also be from a distance. So come at it with that energy, that quality. You will see that other people will also be in this energy. So this is a great time for relationships, but approach it in that sensitive, watery, feminine energy of Pisces, and you will find that your relationships will blossom at the time of this new moon. So with all that being said, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I will be putting out that Saturn in Pisces video, everything you need to know and what he's going to be teaching us over the next 2.5 years, within the next couple days. So you're not going to want to miss that. And also, if you are still needing a copy of the 2023 Astrology Retrograde Journal, you can find the link in the description box below to purchase your copy. I will send it out right away so you can use it for all the astro events that are coming up here, especially for the astrological new year next month. Super exciting energy, lots more information to come on that. And if you're wanting to dive more into relational astrology and how to have better relationships by understanding the astro weather, your birth chart, and the birth charts of the people you love, make sure you follow me over on TikTok at The Relational Astrologer. So until then, I hope that this new moon in Pisces treats you well. Tell me about your new moon ritual. Tag me at holistic.soul.sisters on Instagram so I can see you doing your new moon ritual. I'm also making a post on there on what my new moon rituals look like. So if you're needing some inspo and some guidance on how to set up your own ritual, that video should be up on TikTok and Instagram. So with that being said, I send you so much love and light. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you in the next video.